Hey super mommies, I have a question for you. When was the last time you did something guilt free, worry free, only for yourself? I bet you can't remember. Well, these next 15 minutes we are going to do just that. Welcome back to Fitness with Apoorva with me AJ, and these next few minutes are yours. De stress, move, breathe, celebrate your body, and just revisit who you are. Remember, it's not about the poses, but about being aware, being present, and just being with yourself. So join me on the mat and let's dive into a couple of cat and cow stretches. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Inhale and look up, curving the spine. Exhale and look down. This is my absolute favorite stretch for releasing tension and rejuvenating the body, especially if you're feeling stiff or tired. You're welcome to explore some barrel rolls to loosen the stiffness around the spine. That's it. Keep your breath slow and deep. You can shake your head a little yes, a little no, and allow your neck to just release any tension you feel. Take this moment to just appreciate all that you have ever done for your family, for your friends, for your kids, those countless times you've just given without exception, and in the same way, take a second to appreciate yourself. We'll get into puppy dog pose from here, so on an exhale, gently push back, extend your arms forward and lower your chest towards the mat, keeping your hips lifted. Allow your chest to melt towards the ground, stretching through the spine and shoulders, finding a length in your spine and release. From your puppy dog pose, gently lower your hips down to the mat, resting on your forearms with your elbows underneath your shoulders. Lift your chest, lengthen your spine, keep pressing your palms into the ground for support. Welcome to Sphinx pose. Breathe through the chest, allowing yourself to expand and fill it up. You can also explore some gentle neck movements like I'm showing here, because as mothers, I'm sure giving comes most easily to you. It's the most natural thing. But when was the last time you did something for yourself and truly enjoyed it without guilt? Okay, release your forehead to the mat. Let's do a couple of Bhujangasana stretches. Palms under the shoulders. Take a nice deep inhale. Lift your head, neck and chest off the mat. Shoulders rolled back. Elbows tucked in towards the waist. This back bend is the most effective way to remove any back pain and makes your posture so much better. Exhale, release the pose, and one more time just like that. Exhale to release the pose. Inhale and then exhale again to push your hips to the back and stretch into child's pose. We'll flow through this 2 more times. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, release and stretch, child's pose. From there, exhale, release and relax in child's pose before coming into an animal pose. From here, step the right foot forward between your hands into a low lunge. Keep your hands down, lift your chest and look forward into an Ashwasanchalan, or gently lift your chest and let your hands rest on your knees. Either way, you can stay here in this deep hip opener, lower body stretch. Remember, slow and deep breaths. You want to deepen the stretch, you can reach your arms overhead, arching your back slightly for a gentle upper body back bend. Feel the stretch across your chest in front of your body as you breathe deeply into the pose. Exhale, release and coming back to your child's pose for a neutral spine. Try this on the other side as well. As women, we often tend to hold on to a lot, Emotions, the past, unresolved arguments with our partners, our feelings, and so many times we don't communicate this with openness. We feel stuck, and that leads us to bottling it up, not addressing those emotions, and in turn, it gets bitter and negative. So, this is your cue to open, let go, and release all of that. Superb. Release back to child's pose again, and then lift your knees off the mat, stretch your hips up to come into a downward dog on your exhale. Bend your knees generously here. We're going to attempt a little flow. Alright, get ready. Inhale as you lift the right leg high for three-legged dog. Exhale, step the foot forward into a high lunge. Gaze forward. On your next inhale, keep the left hand to the mat. Twist your torso to the side, right hand reaching up. Land into a high lunge twist. Hold here for a breath. Then, exhale, bring both arms to the mat. Rotate on your back foot and lift yourself up into extended side angle. Right elbow resting on the right knee. You can extend your left hand to the ceiling or towards the side of your face and let your right inner thigh open outwards. To release the pose, bring both arms down to the mat. Inhale, pivot on the back foot, and finally exhale, return to three-legged downward dog and then downward dog. We're going to repeat this sequence on the other side. Remember, from your down dog, inhale and lift the left leg now to your three-legged dog. Exhale, step the foot forward, high lunge. Pause and inhale here. Now keep the right hand on the mat, twist your torso to the side and let your left hand reach up and over your head. High lunge twist. Exhale to release the pose, both arms to the mat. Rotate on the back foot and lift your torso up into extended side angle. Left elbow resting on the left knee. Extend the right hand over your head and create a straight line from your fingertips to your right foot. On the exhale, bring both arms down to the mat. Inhale, release and stretch the left leg back, three-legged dog. Exhale and release fully into down dog. Move into a wide leg forward fold from here. So walk one foot towards the top of the mat and turn your body to face the long end of the mat, widening your stance into a wide leg forward fold. Upper body hanging freely, releasing any tension you may have in your spine or your neck. You can stay here if you feel comfortable, or if you want to challenge yourself, interlace your fingers behind your back and lift your arms overhead, opening your chest and shoulders. Take a few deep breaths here, feeling the stretch across your chest and the lengthening in your spine. Release the pose and let's try Skandasana or a deep side lunge. Bend the right knee and sink your hips down to the mat on that side, keeping your left leg straight, and then do that on the other side. Keep your chest lifted and spine long as you hold the pose. Great. Walk your hands, turn to your right, pivot on your left leg, come into your high lunge and then bring your left leg to meet the right leg forward fold. Now release your hips down to the mat and come into Vajrasana. From here, extend your legs forward into Dandasana, sitting tall with your spine straight and your legs active. Now bend the right knee and place the sole of your foot against the inner thigh of the left leg, bringing the heel close to your groin. Left leg should be active and the foot flexed. Inhale, lift your hands up, exhale and fold forward on your left leg. Hold the pose and breathe deeply. Superb. Release the pose. We're going to repeat it on the other side. This time, left leg bent, right leg extended and your foot flexed. Inhale, hands up. Exhale to fold forward. This is another superb stretch for the lower body and relieves mild backache, is excellent for your digestive system, and it also helps to surrender to the moment. Great. Release the pose, and if you've done my previous yoga flows with me, you know how much I love windshield wipers. Hands at the back, chest lifted, and release your knees from side to side, moving through the deepest hip bones. Alright, 90-90 stretches. Place your legs so that your knees are bent at a 90-degree angle like I'm showing, and using your hands on the mat, fold forward a couple of times. As they say, you cannot pour from an empty cup. It's so easy to get caught up doing a million things that we do every day for our kids, for our husbands, for our partners, for our families. It's never ending. Take a second and switch sides now. But you cannot forget that you are the most important part of your life. You have to honor your needs and take at least a few minutes like this every single day to check in with yourself. Release and come into butterfly pose. Knees open to the sides, soles of the feet touching. Hold on to your ankles and flap your legs up and down. Just like the butterfly is a symbol for transformation and renewal, so is your journey through motherhood. I'm so proud of you for choosing this sequence along with me and embracing change and growth, even though we often don't get enough credit for it. You can release the pose here and choose to sit in silence, listening to the sound of your own breath. You can also get into Shavasana, or you can try this Anulom Vilom practice along with me. Gently come into a seated position and use your right hand for this. Thumb on the right nostril and the ring finger on the left. This is called the Nasikagra Mudra. As you close your right nostril, exhale everything out through the left. Then slowly inhale through the same left side for at least 4 counts. Then close the left nostril and release and exhale through the right. Superb. Then inhale from the right for 4 counts. Close and release and exhale everything from the left. Good. That's 1 round. We'll be doing a couple more just like that. You're welcome to sit for as long as you feel comfortable and finish the rest of the practice. Remember, as moms, taking time out for yourself is not selfish. It's necessary to nurture and care for yourself, to find your strength, your resilience, the growth we facilitate, the balance we bring in others' lives as we navigate our own challenges and responsibilities. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications, and if you're new here, I'm Apoorva Jayarajan, a certified Hatha Yoga and Pilates trainer, and I will see you in my next video. Until then, Namaste.